Today, we're talking about something that's on every iPhone user's mind, the iPhone 16 series. A recent survey conducted by SellCell, a platform known for buying and selling pre-owned handsets, reveals what current iPhone owners are looking for in the new iPhone 16 models before they decide to upgrade. Let's break it down. So what do iPhone users really want? SellCell surveyed over 2,000 US iPhone owners, and a hopping 61.9% said they're considering purchasing one of the new iPhone 16 models. That's a significant number, but what exactly is driving this decision? Well, it turns out that pricing is the biggest factor. Yup, 30.9% of those surveyed mentioned that the cost of the new iPhone 16 will be the key factor in deciding whether they upgrade. This isn't surprising given that iPhones have been creeping up in price over the years. People want to make sure that they're getting value for their money, especially in today's economic climate. If Apple can deliver a competitive price point, it could see a lot of current iPhone users making the switch to the new model. Now let's get into the features that iPhone users are excited or concerned about. After pricing, the second most important factor is thermal management. That's right, 26.8% of those surveyed are interested in whether Apple will introduce a new design that prevents the iPhone 16 from overheating. This has been a hot topic, no pun intended, as previous models have faced criticism for heating issues, especially during intensive tasks like gaming or video recording. Next up, Apple Intelligence, which is Apple's take on integrating advanced AI into their devices, is another critical factor. 21.9% of respondents said they'd upgrade if the iPhone 16 offers more AI features. What's interesting here is that Apple Intelligence isn't exclusive to the iPhone 16. It'll also be available on the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. All these models come with 8 GB of RAM, the minimum required to run Apple Intelligence smoothly. But of course, everyone wants to know if the new iPhone 16 will take these AI capabilities to the next level. Another crucial aspect people are looking forward to is the performance boost. 21.5% of those surveyed want to see if the rumors about the new A18 and A18 Pro chips are true. These processors, made using TSMC's second-gen 3nm process node, are expected to deliver faster performance and improved efficiency. The non-Pro models are set to get the A18, while the Pro models will be powered by the more robust A18 Pro. And let's not forget about the displays. 19.3% of respondents are interested in the rumored larger screens on the iPhone 16 Pro models. The iPhone 16 Pro might come with a 6.3-inch display, up from the current 6.1 inches, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max could feature a 6.9-inch screen, up from 6.7 inches. Oh, and remember the action button from the iPhone 15 Pro series? It seems like Apple might be bringing this feature to the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus. The action button allows you to activate a preset task with a single press, making it super handy for those who want quick access to certain functions. 19% of those surveyed said this feature could influence their decision to upgrade. Speaking of buttons, the rumored capture button is another feature that has people talking. This button would allow users to focus, zoom, and snap a photo, or start recording a video by swiping, long pressing, or making a short tap. Orders starting on September 13th and the official release on September 20th. Mark your calendars, folks. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on the iPhone 16 series? Will you be upgrading? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, see you in the next video. Once time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button. instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.